Hello everybody, I'm SJM. Welcome back to Opolis Inc. Today we're going to put my controllers back into place. Just updated to beta 4.0 and in the patch notes there it said break your casting controllers before updating. So if you didn't do that and you got messed up, yeah, make sure you read the patch notes before you update, because there's always things like that that can happen with packs that are in beta development, etc. So just forewarning for you all who haven't done that already. I'll try to get this out ASAP because it's probably been out quite a few hours already and I haven't done anything there yet. So off camera I did a little bit, not a whole heck of a lot. Most of it was just growing some crops. See, I'm up to a good amount of inferium plants out here now. Oh. And yeah, I got 3 pieces of supremium farmland. Don't know if I'm going to keep going there, if I'm just going to build up some inferium here so that we can progress that quest line maybe next time, because today is just going to be a quick and dirty one, nothing too significant here today. So aside from that, I also built myself a vanilla overworld mob farm, so nothing too spectacular there. I did it out here over the ocean, and we're up at Y level 163 is the base for it. And it's just your regular vanilla style mob farm. There's 3 tiers up there, so there's a good size to it. But nothing too spectacular. And I just spider-proofed it because I ran it for quite a while without spider-proofing it, and it was performing okay, but nothing too spectacular. But now that I've got well, not all of it, I think there's 1 quadrant on the bottom floor that needs to be done, and 2 of the other quadrants aren't fully done yet. But I wanted to get this set up so that we had access to all of the stuff that we need to get the bounty bucks, so that I can keep getting diamond swords and diamond axes. Without, costing me too much, or without, having to just kill mobs in the overworld vanilla style. So yeah, I'm not going to sit here anymore. That's not really worth it. Get a good amount of inferium doing this as well, so it's not a great, but it's decent enough. Won't complain about it at all. And then the other thing I wanted to set up today was to get one of the nether resources going. And for that, I'm just going to check that nothing changed in the update since last time. We're going to make a mechanism cardboard box, and yeah, so nothing changed here. I expect this to get changed. If the devs see my video and they change it because of that, that's fine. But after that, maybe this recipe won't be so easy, or maybe you'll have to buy it out of the catalog for something. But just 4 sawdust to make a cardboard box. And a sawdust is done in the precision sawmill, which, you get extra planks out of it. So if you want to maximize your planks, you can get there. You can also break down wood things to get planks back if you want. And you get, a percent chance at getting the sawdust. So this is what we are going to be doing next. No, combiner. Don't need that. So we need 2 control circuits, a steel casing, and 2, I think I got infused alloys down here. I do have those 2. I don't have the control circuits, which are redstone and osmium. Yeah, let me get those ingredients together, and then we'll come back when I've got the cardboard box done. Looks like there is a new recipe for steel casings. So we can do it in a combiner now. 8 infused alloy and 4 steel ingots go to a casing. So rather than having to spend resources getting advanced processing bucks, we can just do it directly here. Not sure, which is cheaper exactly, but works for me. I'm all about ease and things being easier that way, so. Get away from that noisy machine while it does its work and get rid of the nighttime. I guess the other thing I did do off camera was a bunch of mining. So I've been trying to use up some of the Fluix pickaxes so that I can put them together, because they come with Fortune 1. So then if we get this one down a certain amount and we get a second one down, we'll be able to put them together to get a Fortune 2 pickaxe, and just to have Fortune 2 on something. The other way I guess we could get Fortune in this pack is to just craft 8 advanced mining bucks, and a book gets you a Fortune 1 book. So each Fluix pickaxe costs 12 basic mining bucks, or you can spend 8 mining bucks, advanced mining bucks, to get a Fortune 1. So depends on what you have better access to. I think basic is a little bit easier, right? Because it's just sand, dirt, cobble, so on and so forth, right? So it's a little bit easier to get those resources. But I hear the sawmill is done, and yeah, we didn't get enough. I was worried about that, but that's fine. Just hope we get lucky there in the next round, because it is a percent chance based. Oh, I did not want to do that, but that's fine. So used to having a big row of Inferium up there, and I'm not used to it going onto my hotbar, so I didn't even look to see what I was putting down on the farmland. Actually, I don't even need any more. That should be good there. Cardboard box obtained. Put the fortress on the first page. Actually, let's put the fortress there. Come here. I've got this one here for my blaze fun, but there's also one down here, which I'm going to pop out here and grab this blaze spawner instead. So if we slap the cardboard box down on the blaze spawner, we'll be able to pick it up and move it. I guess the other thing I didn't do in preparation for this episode was build an area to do all the blaze spawning in, so that'll be something I've got to do here once we get back home anyways. Why am I doing that? Go home for free, no experience cost at all. I am up to 21 blaze rods, so I don't really need the blaze rods for, necessarily for the power blazing crystals. We will later to get a decent amount of them, but for now I just want to have a source of the advanced bounty bucks. because this is sold in the market for the, elite bounty bucks, which we can then use to buy netherite swords and axes if we want. Or not if we want, because we want netherite swords and that we want the elite bounty bucks, and also just to keep, progressing along that quest line, right? Going down here, I've yet to do any of these bacterial mulches, but I'll set my mind to figuring out what they're all about. But a lot of it says don't touch them, so it's kind of scared me off from doing anything with them until we figure out how to deal with them without getting death. At any rate, yeah, let's build a house to. Actually, I'll just dig into the side of that mountain there and build a little area for collecting and killing blazes. So yeah, I'll be back after that. And yeah, there's just a basic setup here for quick cooling of resources. I got a bunch more I guess I could put away that I dug up when I was doing some manual mining. We'll have to combine some of those a little bit later, but yeah, be back here in a couple of minutes when I've got this worked out. Alright, it's far from perfect for now. I still need to build a little collection system, but we'll see if we can't get this working here on camera first and perfect it up later. But it would be nice to have, the water flowing into one place and then a hopper into there. But the idea behind this is that I need a little bit more light. The blazes spawn. Let's get this back a couple more. Blazes will spawn here in this room, and then when they don't have any target, they'll come down and they go into the water where they get hurt, and then they will die eventually. And then they just leave their blaze rods kind of lying around on the ground. And if we do our claim chunks, we can chunk load it so that it's always working. Yeah, this is all the same chunk there, so that should be good. Shift right click to take the box off. Once we get rid of the light source. Do like that so they don't get pushed out of the water. They will just sit there, take damage. And eventually all I have to do is come in. Oh. And turn it back to daytime so I don't get ambushed anymore. But this should work. Pretty sure that blaze rods aren't a player only drop, but I guess we'll find out in a minute or two here. Let's do this while we wait for another couple of guys to die in there. So I can know for sure. Actually, technically I should just have to walk up here. because I was in his line of sight. Obviously, I'm going to get blaze rods if I kill him, but let me just idle over here for 5 minutes or so. Maybe I'll water some crops while I'm waiting and be back in a couple of minutes, and then we'll see if we got some blaze rods coming in. And while we're at it, I guess I need to thank Kazuma Game, or Joe S. commented on my last video. Apparently, if you hold Ultimine, then you can right-click after that to harvest all of the Inferium. The only thing is, I don't know if we're going to get extra seed drops that way, so I guess I'll keep going on this and see if we get that, or if we actually have to break the plants to get the seeds to come out of them. Because I am not 100% sure on it at all. And there we have it. There's a seed drop over here, so definitely we can get the seed drops from doing that. So good news there. Guess we'll finish this episode off by coming over and see if we've got... No blaze rods. So I'm guessing we're going to need... kind of hang out here and kill them manually. In order to get those. That's fine. It's a lot better doing it here than doing it in the Nether, right? Especially if we die, then we don't have such a hard time getting all of our stuff back. But at any rate, we can, move the blaze spawner to be able to come out here. Then I guess the next thing I have to do is to build a platform in the Nether fortress for getting access to some wither skeletons, because that's going to be the other access that we need. I could build a full-on wither skeleton farm, but I don't think that we need that many wither skeleton skulls in this pack anyways for to warrant actually building that, because that'll be a few hours building that rather than just 20 minutes running to putting a cardboard box on a spawner and digging out a hole in the side of a hill to get access to those drops. Anyways, I'm going to cut this one off here. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. I appreciate you all for checking it out, and we will see you in the next one. Later.